Gives me the thumbs up on things, we'll take it and go.
Okay.
Now on the APEC VIP hotline, cutting-edge training for the serious athlete, apecgo.com. Joining us now is White House head football coach Randy McFarlin. How you doing, Coach?
Oh, very good, Bryan.
Good to talk to you. Before we get to football, I got to ask you, tonight there's going to be this big community rally to show support for you and your program at White House. How do you feel about all that?
Oh, somewhat mixed feelings. The community's been asking over, what can we do, and I told them nothing, all through the spring, and they kept asking. They want to do something at the homecoming game. I said, no, guys, that's too far into the season. It's great that they're showing support, but, Bryan, this whole thing is not about me. It's about our White House athletic program, and what they're doing is showing, hey, we support what you've done at White House High School and the programs that are there. So I don't like all the attention.
Well, how's your team handling all this right now? Are you going into this thing basically with everybody considering that this is going to be your last year at White House?
Well, that's the consensus right now. That's the approach we're taking. It is the last one, but our kids are great. It doesn't matter. I've got 1 year here or the next 10 here. It doesn't change what our football team is doing. We got a great football team, good kids that are working hard and go make an impact on the district and the playoffs, we hope.
Okay, I will leave that alone and get off the uncomfortable stuff. You got a team that's coming off of a 5-6 record. They went to the by-district playoffs last year. You were 5-2 in district. Tell me about this year's football team.
Well, two things we've been working on, Bryan. Number one, we're going to play defense this year. We had 0 starters back last year, 0 lettermen over there, and it was a tough year, but this group is different. We got a lot of experience back, new kids coming on. You're going to see a big improvement in our defense. And then number two, White House Wildcats are going to be able to run the football. Not that we'll run it a lot, but we will be able to run the football.
Wow. I don't know if I can handle that, Coach.
That would be two great things if it works for us.
Well, okay. Let's start first of all with the offense. Hunter Taylor's gone now. The guy shattered every record in the passing categories at White House, 10,000 yards or more and over 100 touchdowns. Who you got that's going to replace him?
Well, we've got two young men, both of them great quarterbacks. And who knows, we may actually share that role. It's great to have two of them, Ryan Cheatham and Patrick Mahomes. Both will be juniors. I've never had a situation in which we shared the duties, but that would be the consensus right now, unless one of them really outshines the other. They're best friends, great competitors, will push each other. They've been on the same team all their life. And, man, what a great situation to be in, to have two young men that are excellent.
And what do the two quarterbacks have that they're different at? What are their strengths and weaknesses?
Oh, goodness. Both of them have strong arms. Patrick may can throw it a little further than Ryan. Both of them have great leadership style. The kids follow. There's not a whole lot that separates the two, honestly. They're both over 6 foot tall. One of them will make a fantastic throw, then the next play the other will come in and make a fantastic throw. Very similar. So you won't see two different offenses. You'll see basically the same offense with each kid in there.
Will Mahomes still play in the secondary?
At this point, no. We've got the onset of some kids back there that are making big plays, and so if he plays any, maybe a third down nickel situation, he'll come in the game because he's very good on pass coverage, and that's our plans now with Patrick.
Okay, and you talked about the running game. Who are you depending on to carry the mail for you?
Oh, we've got a couple of new guys coming in. Isaiah Burton has been there carrying the football last year as a sophomore. Zendarian Haskins as a senior. Trayvon Staples, a sophomore, coming in, and a lot of young kids that we're looking at, and we usually rotate the running backs. We've actually kind of moved from the gun formation to what we call a pistol formation. The running back is directly behind the quarterback. It gives us a little more quick-hitting downhill run game. But those duties will be shared between those kids.
Okay, and then as far as your offensive line's concerned, who are the guys we need to keep an eye on?
A lot of those kids are back. We've got Letterman coming back on the offensive line. They were pretty well new last year. McKinley Smith, nice size, strong young man, is going to anchor it at guard. Does a tremendous job. Keegan Smith also at a guard. Austin Dickerson, have our center back last year from Kyle Battles. And a defensive move kid, Marcus Brown, has moved over from a defensive tackle to an offensive tackle and done a tremendous job there. But that's one of our strong points is the experience in the offensive line. So, 5 of those kids are returning starters last year. So.
And then I got to talk about Dylan Cantrell. He's been called one of the money players in Texas football magazine, and the guy had 87 catches, over 1,400 yards, 21 touchdowns last year. How can he be better than he was last year?
Oh, great question there. Dylan has gotten stronger, a little faster. Trey McGuire type plays, I think. Great young man. Of course, he's committed to Texas Tech. Glad he's on our team. People will have to double him up some. And there again, if they double him up, in our receiver core, Bryan, we've got 3 others that are great receivers. Jalen Dews on the other outside wideout, Colin Patterson, Jake Parker, and that's just to name 3 of them. We've got several other receivers vying for starting spots.
Okay, now we get to your defense, and again, it was a defense that gave up 40 points a game last year, but you got 9 guys coming back, and you got new faces coming in. So what's changing this year? Did you change the scheme, or is it just a matter of the guys being a year older?
Basically a year older, and we've made a couple of position moves that have made us faster on the field. I guess, basically defense is anchored by the Mike backer, Reggie Long, which played a lot last year as a sophomore. Hurt himself in the Kilgore game and was out for the playoffs. We missed him. We've taken a linebacker, Matt Gibson, and moved him to a defensive tackle, so that gives us great quickness in that position. We've taken Caleb Shackelford as a junior, moved him a linebacker to a defensive end. Tremendous speed on the field there. And just some changes like that. Then our defensive ends, Brandon Beaton back from last year, a lot stronger, quicker now to make plays, and that was a good move for us.
And then I got to ask you, because if you were trying to have a strong enough season to maybe stay at White House, your schedule is brutal. It's just brutal.
Oh, it is, but you got to play good people to get better. That get us ready for district play. Our goals are well past our district schedule. Our goal is to have the best record this White House has ever had. We got to win more than 10 games to have the best record ever. 3 rounds deep, we're shooting for further than that. So that preseason, you bet, will be good for us. We still got a lot of juniors playing, and we need that high-level game experience. So we're thrilled about it.
And the district doesn't get any easier either when you bring Corsicana in to add them to John Tyler and, Jacksonville, Lindale, Nacogdoches. I mean, it's pretty tough.
Jacksonville's a battle every year. Corsicana we've been playing, and what a game Week 10 will be. We can do our job. John Tyler does their job. I would love to see Rose Stadium on Week 10 with 2 undefeated teams playing for the district title. That would just, we would pack the house out. It would be an incredible ball game.
Well, it's a fabulous schedule. There's no question about it. And lastly, Coach, given the situation with your contract, has that been a distraction for you? You sound like you're more determined this year than ever. So tell me how you're approaching this season.
Bryan, for me, it's great to kind of be back and be, I'll say, normal this year. Last year was tough for me. Coming back, I was hurting each day, and it was a struggle each day to even go to work. I feel great. That's the biggest change. I feel like my old self again, and actually can coach some kids No, the contract series is we've talked about it with these kids. It's not a part of us. That's not what we're here for. We're here like we've always been, to win football games, go deep in the playoffs. That contract series, these kids not connected at all with them. It's not about me. It's about this football team and doing everything we do to be successful. That's where we're at. The kids are behind it. And, some of the seniors will tell you, we want to win, go fourth round, win 16 ball games to make it really difficult on White House. But that's a little battle cry. That's fine. But the bottom line, we got some good kids, good football players.
Well, we're excited about getting ready to do your football games on the radio again, and we're looking forward to watching this Wildcats team, and we wish you the best of luck all season long, Coach.
Looking forward to it, and like I say, I hope we see a team that can run the ball 3 times in a row, make a first down, and then a defense that flies around, makes plays. And I don't know if we'll go 7 points or less, but we're definitely not going to give up what we did last year.
Well, we're looking forward to it, Coach. Thanks very much for coming on with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, sir. Randy McFarlin, the head football coach at White House High School, on Bryan Houston Sports Radio Live on 99.3 Talk FM.